Innovation in banking is a huge topic. Myself, I used to work in that space, like back in 2008, for one of the leading UK banks. And believe me, I understand, the sometimes close to frustration, the challenges internally to drive innovation, the speed as well, or the lack of speed, the lack of flexibility, the long decision processes within a financial institution. It's very difficult to do anything client-facing, especially in a context of crisis, so financial crisis, mergers and acquisitions, very complicated. It's still one of the most important areas of the bank. Okay, we could talk about organization structure, where it should sit, the goals and the way it's measured. That's for another video, right? What I'd like to cover today is the ways financial institutions can be perceived as more innovative. And in particular, I'm shooting that video because I noticed that US Bank, it's one of the leading banks in the US, is sponsoring the StartUpBus. So it's a bus basically where entrepreneurs or wannabe entrepreneurs spend a journey from one city in the US, and they all go to Austin, Texas, I believe, in that occasion, because it's for South by Southwest, the conference. And US Bank is sponsoring one of those buses. So I guess they demonstrate their willingness to support entrepreneurship, to be perceived as a good and smart financial partner for those, again, entrepreneurs. So it's quite clever, yeah. My question to you is, what is the most innovative way to demonstrate your commitment to innovation? My second question is, how valuable is such an initiative? Yes, other banks demonstrated their willingness to innovate and various ways to do so. One of my preferred and most preferred ways is crowdsourcing, as you would know, and if you read Visible Banking or watch my videos on a regular basis. And then you've got quite a few financial institutions which have started to do that in the last few years, right? A few of them being First Direct in the UK, even though it could be a bit more engaging, or you could know more about the contributors, it could be better structured as a site. You've got CBA, Commonwealth Bank of Australia, under the new leadership of Andy Locke, so their new CMO, a Chief Marketing and Online Officer. They've got some kind of ID Storm type of platform. Again, it's interesting. They could do slightly better in terms of engagement, but they're doing it. WeBank in Italy, they crowdsourced the development of their iPad application, which wasn't as innovative as expected. But you see, there's loads of ways to demonstrate commitment. In terms of supporting entrepreneurs, BBVA organized a few editions of their Open Innovation and Open Talent initiative. So it's a kind of contest whereby they invite entrepreneurs and companies to pitch basically for an idea, and then BBVA will sponsor a number of companies based on the results of that contest. BBVA Open Talent. So it's quite an interesting initiative there, yeah? So, innovation, how do you demonstrate your commitment? You've got other companies in France as well, they do that. You've got branches where you can come share your ideas, take part into workshops. So that would be Crédit Agricole in Paris, right? So, fascinating. What's the value of just sponsoring an event? Does it demonstrate your commitment to innovation? And then what's the next step? Okay? You want to demonstrate that, you're a bank, what's your ability to do it? So, what are your suggestions and ideas? Is it better to do crowdsourcing? Is it better to invest in companies at early stage, like Citi did with their Citi Growth venture area of the business? What are your suggestions? What are your thoughts? And the main question, can banks really innovate? I was Christophe Langlois, Visible Banking in London.